two-wheel drive competitors on the track and ready to roll. Mike, the Rice burner, has stormed to the lead. Bill Romsberg with a full pole tonight. Just a superb effort by the Rice burner.
More than 100% for Bill, that pass.
Well, if you're old enough to appreciate great instrumental music from the late 1950s, you may remember a tune called Telstar. Maybe that's what Bob Bauman had in mind when he named this truck an 87 GMC with a big Rodak engine.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob Bauman is the one that is right behind the gentleman that made the full pull in this championship race. Beautiful truck, low rider. You notice it sets a lot lower to the ground. Most of the trucks do. The motor sticks out through the top. Bob Bauman just has done an outstanding job with this truck. He's widened it. It's wider in the back than it is in the front. Let's watch it.
Outstanding.
Real close. Lacked a little bit, but a beautiful hook all the way down. An outstanding job, like you said. Bob does a beautiful job with this vehicle as he goes down the track. Now, easing into it. Here again, I think this in the two-wheel drive class, you can ease into them so much better. And the trucks will hook later on. The bigger tires will give them a better bite. There's no lugs on them. They're spinning the tires real hard. It's all the way up in the air. Good bite. He's leaning back on the wheelie bars in the back of it and just really ripping right on down the track. But the front tires are setting up in the back tire tracks of the Rice burner.
Not a full pull for Bob Bauman tonight, 185 feet and 4 inches, but a fine pull nonetheless for the Telstar. Of course, one of the great names in pulling is Ken Ewan from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, USA. Another Oklahoman in this mix is Mike Gallaway. He had a chance to talk to Ken about all of his trucks that are here tonight.
I'm with Ken Ewan, and Ken's got a stable full of nationally recognized trucks, but a brand new one's been added to the stable over the summer, Kenneth.
Right. We built a tank with a 88 Ford Bronco body on it with a blown 460 in it, and makes quite a bit of horsepower, around 650 horsepower.
Now, Kenneth, this is a new deal for you. On the pulling track, you're hooked to that sled, and you kind of know where you're going to go. With this tank, it's just wide open.
Right. I figured it'd be a little more exciting, a little more fun.
You like it?
I really like it.
Now, you've got a modified, matter of fact, you're modified and your wife's modified truck. And then you got a two-wheel drive. What does the track look like tonight?
The track looks real decent tonight.
And how about numbers for your draw position?
Well, I've got number 8 and I got number 10 my two-wheel.
Is that a good place to be tonight?
Well, we'll find out at the end of the show.
We'll know in a few minutes if Kenneth made a good decision when he drew out of the hat.
But he's going to have to take the full pull to force the pull-off, if indeed there will be one.
It's going to take an out-the-gate shot to do it. Ken's capable. Very capable.
I like Ken Ewan. He's got Paula on the side of his truck, and on the side of her truck, he's got
Ken. Well, this is a very close couple. Very close.
Well, we'll see if Paula's power on the side of his door can help the Oklahoma Warrior.
It can work.
Fine pull, and an interesting pull in the fact that it seemed like to be two pulls in one. He brought it up the track, eased off it a little bit, and then continued on. I don't know if that was by design, but that's what happened.
I saw two things on this pull that I thought were very interesting. One of them is that it was a little bit nose heavy. Let's watch him as he goes down the track.
Nose heavy means he didn't get it up.
Didn't get it up in the air. I thought the front end is a little heavy, maybe 100 pounds too heavy, because watch it. He's only, just barely touching the ground, doesn't get any kind of weight transfer to speak of on it. And the other thing is there's a cylinder down on the right-hand bank on that motor. The right rear cylinder is down. It's spitting a little raw fuel out of it.
That's the bank closest to us on the screen, and right at the end you can see it spewing something.
It looks like white coming out of it. Well, that's raw fuel coming out of it. Also, I don't think the clutch hooked up. The motor at the end of that pull was probably turning up close to 7,500, 8,000 RPM. I think the clutch was slipping. But the motor was up. The motor was running as good as it could for 7 cylinders, but the tires ones that keeping up with that aspect of the pull.
Well, for all the problems that Ken Ewan had, a great pull of 191 feet and 8 inches. The Oklahoma Warrior working through a few things tonight. Hey, here's the Magnum Jr. Hails from Mantua, Ohio. Not too far from where I call home.
Magnum Jr. supercharged Ford motor. Now, one thing you're going to notice right off, the rear tires. Those are Firestone industrial tires, supercharged Ford motor sets way up high. The rear tires are a Firestone tire, unlike the Dick CPEC tires.
That's our friend Mr. Schultz behind the wheel.
You bet. His son does the motor work. Watch him. Butch is on a good run. Butch is on a flying run. Can he just keep it going?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think he's short. I think he's short of a full pull.
He is a little short.
But a nice pull.
Kim Broo, on those rear tires, you would look at the pressure. The pressure is down a lot on them. But also on the side shot of them, see the wrinkle marks? See the little black mark? Yeah. That's where the tires actually wrinkled down, getting a hold of the track. And the parts of them rubbed into the track and parts of them didn't. That's where you get that black and lighter color shades wrinkling.
Well, the tire pressure on these is by design lower, correct?
Very much so. The guys run a lot lower tire pressure on these. See, there you can see how much the tires are wrinkled over as they pull. And the tires are actually bolted to the wheels. They're screwed onto the wheels so they won't spin off the wheel during the competition.
Now, when they have to change tires, do the rims go with them?
Rims will go with them, and you'll unbolt the tires off of them.
So new tires mean new rims. Okay. And we'll be right back here at Pontiac, Michigan in just a moment.